describe your music?
I always just kind of say indie folk rock. I don't know, genres are so muddled these days, it's kind of hard to really say
What does the indie mean?
Just independent, just, you know, kind of
self-produced.
Yes, yeah, just coming from the ground up. It's a very indie's kind of become its own genre. It used to be, you know, just independent, and it used to kind of have the connotation that it doesn't follow the rules necessarily, which isn't like a rebellion thing so much as anybody that has the heart can do it type thing. And now it's kind of become a genre that's just, you know, the music industry is changing a lot, so a lot of the indie stuff is just people that are doing it themselves. You know, they have the
now that
knowledge,
you have computers and stuff, it's easier to produce that
Sure.
stuff. A lot of people do.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, because you're like taking away a lot of the professionals from the industry because there's not as much money to be made. But in the same sense, we have all this technology now to where we can do a close enough job as to what they would do in a huge Hollywood studio.
Yeah.
With a little know-how and some schooling that helps too.
Yeah, and practice. Years of doing
All right, so tell me about Mordred, the quarter known.
Mordred, the quarter known. Well, I've always, since I was a little kid, I really was into the Arthurian legends, legend of King Arthur and Avalon and stuff. And Mordred was his son, and was the son of Arthur and Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay was Arthur's half-sister, and Mordred was sort of conceived out of kind of deceit, and ultimately in the end, Mordred. So to me, Mordred always kind of symbolized or represented the darker aspects of Arthur or of people, because Arthur always kind of symbolized like a very prominent, I don't know, archetypal male figure for me, and so Mordred was the darker aspects of himself that kind of come back to kill him in the end. And I always felt like everybody has kind of some of those darker aspects, but a lot of the time we're too scared. For me, a lot of these songs and this project has been about dealing with those aspects of myself that are, you know, that I'm confronted with, the darker issues, darker aspects of myself. So
it's safe to say you try to confront your darker side to your music.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't
definitely
come back and get you.
Sure. Yeah, it's very cathartic, and so that's what Mordred kind of represented to me. And then I always felt like because it's such a scary thing to look at in ourselves, people try not to look at it and they try not to understand it. So Mordred is therefore kind of only a fraction understood, you know. And so that's where Mordred, the quarter known, comes